U.S. markets pulling back from all-time highs today, and it's not entirely surprising that we see some profit taking after a Santa Claus rally leading into Christmas. We are hearing that phase one of the U.S.-China trade deal will be signed within weeks. Now, all U.S. indices are looking at healthy gains this year, with the Nasdaq leading the way higher by about 30%. The TSX is looking at a year-to-date gain of about 19%, potentially the best year since 2009. And our loonie today flirted with a two-month high. Two of Canada's wealthiest entrepreneurs are bringing the Canadarm back to Canada. They are teaming up to buy the maker of the Canadarm, which is MDA, from its U.S. parent, Maxar Technologies. John Risley and Jim Balsillie are part of an investor group spending about $1 billion. Now, Risley co-founded seafood giant Clearwater Fine Foods, while Balsillie is the former chairman and co-CEO of BlackBerry. Risley says he is proud the Canadian company will once again be owned and controlled in Canada. U.S.-listed shares in Maxar hit a one-year high on this news today. For a 10th straight year, Canadians' number one financial priority is paying down debt. This is according to a new CIBC poll. 21% of respondents say paying down debt is at the top of their list for next year, followed by keeping up with bills and getting by at 18%. So with debt on many respondents' minds, 71% say they held back from borrowing more money in 2019. That's a 7% increase, and one of the bright spots in this survey. The survey also showed about half are worried about a potential recession next year, though the Conference Board of Canada predicts that won't happen thanks to modest growth in consumer spending and a rebounding energy sector. And a funeral set to be held on Thursday for the CEO of Reitmans, who died at the age of 72. Jeremy Reitman, a stalwart of the Canadian women's wear scene who guided Reitmans through the so-called retail apocalypse, died in Florida on Saturday. Reitman was the head of the 93-year-old family business for a decade. The company was actually started by his grandparents. That funeral set to be held in Montreal. In the 680 Business Center, I'm Kris McCusker.